may be permitted to move a matter as unlisted item. There is some urgency in a sense. My title was sought to be decided by Revenue Authority. I came before this Honorable Court. The Honorable Court directed the authority to decide the question whether he has jurisdiction or not. Without deciding the question, they have decided it and cancelled my pacta. Now, if correct,
Ordinarily, it would have been on Wednesday, but for you, it will be tomorrow. There is no, this is not a case of unlisted. Yes,
pleasure.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
May I please your lordship, with the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number five, your lordship, the main arguing counsel is currently out of station because of some personal emergency. Your lordship may kindly fix it on the next week.
On the pair of learned counsel for the writ petitioner, this matter stands passed over for a week. List accordingly.
Item number 31 to 34. I'm appearing for the respondents.
Item numbers?
31 to 34.
Yes.
Dr. Saraf is appearing for the petitioner.
Hmm.
I've taken for lordship make after puja vacation lordship. In the meantime, I'll file my appeal.
Item 31 to 35.
34. 34.
34.
Lordship, the interviews may be continued.
Achha, you write
In 31 to
Mr.
34.
S.C. Kyle, learned standing counsel GST authorities appearing for the respondents in this batch of writ petitions submits that some more time is required for him to obtain instruction and file affidavit. As such, a prayer has been made to adjourn the admission hearing of these matters till reopening of the long vacation. Bracket puja holidays. Since the prayer is made with the consent of the other side, same stands allowed. List these cases accordingly. Interim orders passed in these writ petitions shall continue until further orders.
Oblige Lordship.
May it please your lordship.
Yes,
In some urgency, may I pray for listing of two writ petitions tomorrow?
what is the matter?
The AGM is to be held within this month, 30th of month. And after the registrar has passed an order holding that I am the chairman, I proceeded with the formalities. Now the self-styled secretary has also held a meeting.
No, but why it can't wait till Wednesday?
Because if essentially it for Wednesday. And another matter, Miller. So essentially, I will be praying a direction from your lordship to the registrar to take a call. Because interim hearing there would not solve the issue. Another matter, Miller. May I pray for listing for admission in the next week, Miller? Why? Well, some difficulties there. It's conversion of tea garden patta to land patta, maybe patta. If I may pray next week. Lordship permits me.
All right.
May it please. My lord, item number 26, I may be permitted to call for an affidavit. Item 26.
It's a motion matter.
No, my lord, it's come under for stay vacation.
Yes.
May I please your lordship. Lordship, with the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 7, your lordship. Senior counsel, Mr. B.D. Das is out of station. The lordship may fix the matter on any other day.
Learned counsel for the writ petition S6. Adjournment in this matter for a week on the ground that the arguing counsel is out of station. Since the prayer is made with the consent of the other side, same stands allowed. List again in the next week.
Obliged.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, with the consent of the parties, I beg to mention item number 27 of today's daily list number. The arguing counsel, Mr. K.N. Chaudhary, is out of station, my lord.
What is this matter about?
My lord, the matter is about the settlement of rooms in the Pamohi market, my lord. Your lordship
Is
has
it a bench 5 matter?
my lord, it's a bench 4 matter, my lord.
Bench 4 matter?
Bench 3 matter. Your lordship had heard the matter before, my lord. It's a part heard matter.
No, that's all right, but it will go as per roster now. That will make sure. You are appearing for who?
For the petitioners, my lord. MD1.
Petition. A prayer for adjournment of admission hearing in this case has been made on behalf of the writ petitioner on the ground that the arguing counsel is out of station. First of, the prayer is not opposed by learned counsel appearing for the respondents. In view of the above, the prayer for adjournment stands allowed. List again after the ensuing puja holidays as per roster. Yes.
My lord, there is an interim order, my lord.
Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Record my name. I'm appearing for GMC.
Yes, you're right. Mr. P. Nayak, learned SC GMC is present. Since the prayer is not opposed, same stand. Yes.
Okay.
May I please your lordship. Lordship, I have to mention for item number 47 and 51. 2 weeks time may be given. Senior is out of station, my lord.
47 and
51.
you are for the petitioner.
Yes, my lord.
47, 51 as paid for by petitioner's counsel. These matters stand adjourned for 4 weeks.
2 weeks time. Fine. May it please your lordship, in respect of item number 11, lordship, as per your honorable court order dated 15/9/2023, today itself I filed an additional affidavit, lordship. So kindly adjourn the matter for that day and fix the date for listing the matter. along
When
with-
when did you file the additional affidavit?
Today itself, lordship.
Okay, then we'll ask the registry to tag it and list it for motion.
Yes, lordship.
Um,
Item number 11, lordship.
All right, Mr. D. Burman and counsel for the petitioner submit that an additional affidavit has been filed in this case on behalf of the writ petitioner today morning, which is not on record. Stop. As such, a prayer has been made by the petitioner's counsel to post the matter again by tagging the additional affidavit with the record of this case. Prayer allowed registry to tag the additional affidavit filed on behalf of the writ petitioner today morning and list the matter again for motion.
Highly obliged, lordship.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item 2 of the daily list. Lordship, your lordship may not like to take up this matter. here.
Item 2 list before any other bench without me. 2, 3, 4.
Yes, lordship, which tag matter.
2, 3. List these matters before any other bench without me.
Deeply obliged.
May I please your lordship? Your lordship, I beg to listing one matter on day after tomorrow, your lordship.
What matter?
WPC one matter is there in spite of pendency of this writ petition, your lordship. The respondent are constructing in a full swing. So it's
Then
maybe,
you file a IA. You have to file an interlocutory application. You
your
can't
lordship, they
force
have
the,
filed their affidavit in opposition. In respect of that, we have filed our
you
counter
can't
affidavit.
force the court to hear the matter day after tomorrow. If you want an urgent order, you have to file an application. Right.
May I please, lordship? Lordship, pay for listing a writ petition, lordship,
Hmm.
for motion, lordship. Sir, there are
Listing
some,
when?
the Thursday, next Thursday, lordship.
Next Thursday?
Yes.
Why Thursday? Thursday is not a motion day.
There are some urgency, lordship, because lordship, it's a eviction matter, lordship.
Why Thursday? Why not Wednesday?
Lordship, Wednesday.
All right.
May I please, your lordship? I like to withdraw lordship item number 40, lordship.
Hmm.
With
Why?
our Ukalat number, lordship, respondent number 10 to 18, lordship.
For that, you have to write to the registry. You write to the registry, you want to withdraw from the case. All right.
May I please your lordship? Travel listing tomorrow. Railway land eviction matter, your lordship. Railway land eviction matter.
Day after
Another-
tomorrow.
Tomorrow another case is fixed before your lordship. Similar matter.
Yes, may it please, my lords. My lords, I beg to pray for a listing of a item for admissions, my lord. Matter pertains to non-payment of professional fees of an advocate. May it be listed on any day,
Bench for matters.
my lord.
Non-payment of fees, non-payment of, you mentioned before the bench.
I'm obliged.
Please, your lordship, I beg to mention for listing a writ petition for admission, lordship. Matter pertaining to rejection of tender, lordship.
Bench for matters. Yes.
Daily list promotion item 1.
May I please, Lord? My lord, matter pertains to lordship service tax, my lord. In fact, not a series of my lord, similar matters are pending, lordship. It's fixed for admission hearing, my lord, and affidavit has already been filed. So lordship matter may be taxed with those items.
But Mr. S. Chetty and counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. The petitioner is aggrieved by the order dated 18/4/2022, passed by the respondent number 3, levying service tax upon the petitioner. First, according to Mr. Chetia, the matter was excluded from the purview of service tax under Finance Act, 1994 for the financial years 2014 to 15. 2014-15 to 2017-18, notwithstanding the same, by ignoring such exemption, the authority has issued the impugn order. The learned counsel for the petitioner further submits that similar matters are pending disposal before this court. Mr. S.C. Kyle, learned standing counsel, GST authorities, appearing for the respondents, has fairly submitted that other matters raising the same issue is pending before this court. Full stop. In view of the above, NOM 6 weeks, since Mr. Kyle has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition is furnished to the learned department counsel so as to enable him to obtain instruction. That's all. We listed along with,
Lordship, WPC 5672 of 2022.
let this matter be listed along with WPC number
5672
72 of 2022.
22.
Yes.
Lordship, in the interim, my lord.
What, is there an interim order in the
Yes,
other
yes, in all
cases?
cases.
We will not take any courtship action.
Heard on the prayer of interim relief, having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that no coercive action shall be initiated against the petitioner in terms of the impugn order dated 18/4/2022.
Much.
Deep view.
Item 6.
May I please, Lordship, in this case, my lord, notice may be issued, my lord, the houses of the petitioner were destroyed by the higher, my lord. Composition is sought.
Is there any scheme for,
Yes,
where is that scheme?
yeah. At page 29, my lord.
Page 29.
Yes, my lord. The operative portion is at page 33.
Mr. Nayak, is there any scheme?
Pakka house, Kacha house, and my lord, severe damage.
Lordship, petitioner has annexed page 29, Lordship May Feroz. One scheme, revised list of items and norm assistance from State Disaster Response Fund, SDRF National Disaster Response Fund, NDRF, Lordship.
So we'll issue notice. that-
Lordship, we'll
that
obtain
Mr.
instruction.
W. Rahman Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. The petitioner's dwelling house suddenly caught fire on 25/7/2017 due to burst of gas cylinder while she was cooking and caused extensive damage to the household. Full stop. Referring to the revised list of items and norms of assistance from State Disaster Response Fund, bracket SDRF, bracket close, oblique National Disaster Response Fund, bracket NDRF, page 29 of cover. Notified by the Ministry of Home Affairs on 8/4/2015, the petitioner has approached this court seeking financial assistance for the loss caused to her. So where is the representation?
My lord, that is last page 61, my lord.
Mr. Rahman submits that the representation submitted by the petitioner before the respondent number 4 has failed to evoke any response till today. Ms. G. Hazarika, Learned Standing Counsel in Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Assam, prays for 6 weeks time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks. So who is appearing for whom?
I'm appearing for respondent number 2, Lordship.
Since Ms. Hazarika has appeared and accepted notice. You have for?
Appearing for respondent number 1.
Since Mr. KK Medhi, Learned CGC has appeared and accepted notice for respondent number 1, Ms. G. Hazarika for respondent number 2, Mr. P. Nayak, Learned SC Finance for respondent number 3, and Ms. M. Burman, Learned Junior Government Advocate Assam for respondent numbers 4 and 5. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the Learned Departmental Counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction. List this case again by reflecting the name of Learned Departmental Counsel in the cause list.
Item 8.
Lot 8 and 9 are same. Lordship has posed a question in item number 8 regarding maintainability matter. Item number, Lordship, may kindly take up item number 9.
Yes, item 9.
9. And here, what happened is that, my lord,
Yes.
it is not from Imphal, my lord, in Manipur, my lord. His registration was cancelled in Manipur. There. He preferred an appeal. Appellate authorities in Guwahati, my lord. Appeal was dismissed on the point of limitation, my lord. He could not file appeal because of the fact that there was a complete ban of internet in Manipur, my lord. And for that reason, he could not upload his appeal online. And after lifting of ban, my lord, he has filed his appeal. But however, the appeal was barred by limitation, my lord. And the authority does not have the jurisdiction to condone the delay beyond 1 month. Therefore, without going into the merit of the case, my lord, the authority has dismissed the appeal, my lord. Now I am here before your lordship, my lord. Now, last occasion, my learned friend has raised a question, my lord. Since the petitioner belongs to Manipur, my lord, whether writ petition can be maintainable before this honorable court, my lord. I have got a judgment, my lord.
Which order you are challenging? Page number?
My lord, I am challenging the order. Page, my lord, 51. And operative part is, my lord, page 56.
No, you are saying that you could not file a writ petition in the Imphal bench of Imphal High Court.
No, appeal. I could not file appeal. Appeal before the appellate authority.
Hmm.
Because there was an internet ban, my lord. An appeal to file through online process, my lord. After lifting of ban, my lord, internet ban, I filed my appeal. And appellate authority is in Guwahati, my lord. Since appellate authority does not have jurisdiction under section 1074 to condone the delay beyond 1 month. Therefore, without going into any merit of the case, my lord, since does not have jurisdiction, dismiss the appeal as time barred.
No, that's all right, but we are on the question whether this matter should be filed before the Manipur High Court or not. That's the issue.
That's I got a judgment, my lord.
What does it say?
Yes, I will hand over.
We'll grant you 30 days time from today to approach the jurisdictional court, Manipur High Court. For 30 days, no coercive action from today.
No, there is not. There is no. Has been proceeding, my lord. My GST was only cancelled, my lord.
You go to the Imphal bench. This matter is pertaining to Imphal, Manipur.
My lord.
You have to file it there. 30 days time. Will...
I'm relying on judgment of Honorable Supreme Court. Although it is relating to income tax, where it's held that the appeal will lie to the jurisdiction of the court where the initial order was passed.
Which paragraph?
Lordship is only 1 page judgment. There is no paragraph in the on the basis of earlier judgment, Supreme Court has said. Middle part, Lordship, what is discussed.
So there, section 260A of the IT Act provided so.
Yes.
In this case, is there any such provision?
No, here, Lordship, my contention was that the initial order for cancellation was passed by the GST authority superintendent Imphal, Lordship.
I followed, Mr. Kyle. You are relying upon this judgment.
Yes.
This says what you are saying.
Yes, Lordship.
But that is because there is a provision in the IT Act.
No, Lordship, there was no provision. Lordship,
260A is the provision of appellate provision in ITA, my lord.
Lordship, the appeals were filed before the within the jurisdiction of the court where appellate was situated. Ultimately, Supreme Court says that no, appeal will lie to the jurisdiction where the initial.
Correct. That is because there is a provision in the IT Act to that effect. 260A.
260 is for the appeal laws. Regarding the jurisdiction of the authority was not there yet. And on this judgment, Lordship, many appeals were withdrawn and filed before the court where the initial order was passed. Lordship. So I'm taking the analogy of that judgment in this case, because here, Lordship, the cancellation order was passed by the superintendent Imphal, Lordship. Appeals authority lies in different states. Lordship.
So in both the cases, the original authority is
From Imphal also. The judgment which I have relied, my lord, it was a proceeding, my lord, and the judgment which my lord, my friend has relied is the Income Tax Act under the Income Tax Act, my lord. The judgment which I have relied, paragraph 27, my lord, where it says, my lord. Paragraph 27, relevant paragraph.
yes. So where is the order, impugn order? Let us see appellate tribunal's order.
Page 51, my lord.
Hmm.
The operative part is, my lord, page 56.
Page
56 is the operative part, my lord. Paragraph 3.2 is second last paragraph, my lord.
Mr. Kyle, we have to examine this issue. And have you stated about the Manipur law and order situation and other
Yes, my
things?
lord, my delay conversion was there, page 49 petition, page 49 is my delay conversion petition, my lord, where I have stated, my lord, before the authority, that because of internet ban, I could not file the appeal, my lord. And my limited prayer is that if lordship may direct for consideration of my appeal on merit, that much only I want, my lord. My limited prayer is that the authority may examine my appeal on merit, that much I want.
But if they don't have power to, they were not power to conduct delay.
That's why, my lord, since writ petition, lordship exercising which jurisdiction can direct them, because it was something which was beyond my.
It cannot be done today.
My lord.
Yes, heard Mr. Aris, Mr. and counsel appearing for the writ petitioner, assailing the order dated
My 22/8/23, my lord.
22/8/2023, passed by the appellate authority come additional commissioner, bracket close, bracket appeals, bracket close, additional commissioner, comma, appeals to bracket up, comma, CGST, comma, Central Excise and Customs Guwahati, rejecting the appeal preferred by the petitioner on the ground of limitations, on the ground of same being barred by limitation, the instant writ petition has been filed.
Lordship may allow me to approach the authority, because if it is pending here, my lord, my GST will not revive. It will get difficult for me to operate the business, my lord.
All right. The original order in this case was passed by the, where is the original
Page
order?
27,
27,
page 27.
Was passed by the superintendent comma zone 8 comma Imphal East comma Thobal THOUBAL and Kakching district, item 9 only. In the state of Manipur, according to the petitioner, due to ban imposed on internet, he could not prefer the appeal before the authority at Manipur, as a result of which the petitioner was compelled to approach the appellate authority at Guwahati. Full stop. Mr. Kyle Lanet GST on the other hand has submitted that since the original order was passed by the superintendent at Imphal, it is only the High Court of Judicature at Manipur that will have the jurisdiction to entertain the appeal, entertain the writ petition against the appellate order. In support of his above argument, Mr. Kyle has produced a copy of the order passed in the case of Commissioner of Income Tax -1 versus MS Balak Capital Private Limited, reported in 2022 live law bracket SC bracket close 982, wherein the Supreme Court has quoted with approval the law laid down in the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax -1 bracket close Chandigarh versus ABC Papers Limited bracket 2022 bracket close 9 SCC 1, wherein it was held that the appellate jurisdiction of the High Court wherein it has been held that appeal against the decision of ITAT shall lie only before the High Court, within whose jurisdiction the assessing officer who had passed the assessment order is situated. Full stop. Although the aforesaid decision was rendered in the context of section 260 capital A, yet I am of the opinion that the ratio laid down in the said decision will be applicable in the present case as well. Full stop. At this stage, Mr. Mishra seeks leave of this court to withdraw the writ petition with liberty to approach the High Court of Judicature at Manipur. Prayer is allowed. On the request of the petitioner's counsel, this writ petition stands disposed of on withdrawal with liberty to approach the jurisdictional High Court. Same order in the other item 8 also. Everything is same.
Same, only original order date is different. madam.
Date is different, otherwise,
Achha, what is the original order date in this case?
15/1.
Original order dated 15/1.
23, madam. Just. Sorry, madam, 14/3/23.
14/3/2023 in item 9.
Item 9.
And in item 8, appeal against the original order dated
22/3/23.
item 8 of 22/3/23.
23.
Okay, everything is same, disposed of.
Item 10.
May it please your lordship. This is a matter regarding an election in a cooperative society which was set aside by the register. Now, on the last occasion, your lordship had posed a question on a particular objection coming from the other side as to under section 111, whether a register's order is further appealable before the state government. Now, the act says in matters where is question of law is involved, yes, we can file. Now, on that basis, your lordship, I have taken some instructions from my client. Now, I am unfortunately, because this is not in my pleadings, now they have given me one sheet of paper wherein they say that they had filed an appeal before the secretary government, but because nothing was happening there and the new election, because the election was set aside, and now the authorities are proceeding for holding of a fresh election. So therefore, they had filed this petition for efficacious remedy, but then I have to place it before lordship. So if I may,
When did they file the appeal?
on 7/7/23. The register's order came on 9/6/23. As per section 111, within 60 days, you have to file an appeal on a point of law, question of law. And they had filed it on 7/7/23. As nothing was happening, and since the order of election, press election has also been issued, they had approached this honorable court for efficacious remedy. But if I may just place this. Lordship may kindly peruse the first page and the last page of this papers. This was the appeal that they have filed.
But it is not next to the writ petition.
No, your lordship.
So this was a suppression. then.
Yes, I will not Yes, lordship can take a separation, but this is not a deliberate separation. This is not a deliberate separation because these are all village people. Some information sometimes is lacking, frankly speaking, lordship. But therefore, when I asked them particularly, did you file anything? Then they brought me just one sheet of paper that we had filed one appeal. They had, I guess, some advocate had filed an appeal, but nothing has happened. So they have forgot about it and they came to the High Court because the new elections are coming at pace. The third phase, lordship will see of that. There's an order of 8th of August, 4th of August. They are trying to go for fresh elections without adjudicating on whether the cancellation of the earlier election is fair or not.
So only one person is before the court. What about the others?
The president is before the court. Others have not come because the chairman or the president, he is challenging. The others have not come.
Others have accepted the order.
I cannot say that because I'm not representing them, but the president whose election was set aside by the register, he is before lordship.
Where is the order? Let us see.
Page 95. Page 95 is the election result, and the register's order is at page 101. Lordship. Page 101, lordship got that.
Yes.
Saidul Islam, chairman, he is the petitioner here.
So no date has been notified for holding the election.
No date has been notified, but the last communication is of 4th of August, wherein directions have been issued to conduct the elections, the
All
fresh
right,
elections.
But before the elections are held, the appeal will be heard and disposed of. We'll direct that.
I'll be obliged, lordship. Yes.
But already 90 days, my lord, has expired from the date of dissolution. And your lordship is aware that the mandate is that from the date of dissolution, within 90 days, my lord, election is required to be held. Appeal may be heard, but lordship will fix a date. Otherwise, my lord, again, the requirement of
Appeal will be heard and disposed of within 4 weeks from today.
my lord.
Within 4 weeks.
Yes, because the order was passed on, my lord, 9/6/23.
But they have
By
not
this
hold the
time,
elections
under
till now.
41/6, 90 days, my lord, has expired.
So it is already
Yes.
expired.
Yes, my lord.
And there is
So-
no stay order or restraint order. They have not, in their own volition, they have not hold the elections. Let it be held after the appeal is disposed of, if at all.
Lordship will fix an outer limit, my lord. My lord, otherwise also, my lord, in this, yes, my lord, no, anyway, my lord, since the appeal will be heard, my lord, I am not required to make any argument.
I think done heard Mr. A. Sharma, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. S.K. Talukdar, learned standing counsel, Cooperation Department, Assam, appearing on behalf of respondent numbers 1 to 5. Mr. B. Hoff, 6, 7, 8. Learned counsel is present on behalf of respondent numbers 6, 7, 8. The writ petition, the writ petitioner hearing was the chairman of
Kothaguri Samabay Samiti Nagaon.
Kothaguri.
Yes, Lordship may see the synopsis third line, Kothaguri Samabay Committee Limited, Nagaon.
Kothaguri Samabay Samiti Limited, who was elected in the election of the society held on 9/4/2023. However, the election of this Samabay Samiti was called in question by instituting a proceeding before the Register of Cooperative Societies.
Yes.
That is the response numbers. Response number 3 hearing by number of shareholders, you see.
Yes.
By a number of shareholders.
I filed a complaint.
That is the private respondents hearing. By the private respondents hearing on the ground that the election was vitiated by several anomalies in holding the process, full stop. After hearing the parties, the response number 3 had issued order dated 9/6/2023, cancelling the election of the Kataguri SS Limited held on 9/4/2023. Thereafter, by notification dated 4/8/2023, it was notified that fresh election of the said society will be held soon, full stop. However, although more than 90 days have lapsed since the date of issuance of the impugn order dated 9/6/2023, the election of the Kataguri Samabay Samiti Limited has not yet been held, full stop. As a matter of fact, a one-man committee is presently running the affairs of the SS Limited, full stop. Taking note of the submission made by the Respondents' Counsel on the previous date that the order dated 9/6/2023 was appealable under section 111 of the Assam Cooperative Societies Act 2007. This court had adjourned the matter till today so as to enable the counsel for the parties to obtain instruction. Stop. Today, when the matter is called up, Mr. Sharma has produced a copy of the memorandum of appeal filed by his client, that is the writ petitioner, before the Secretary to the Government of Assam Cooperation Department, Dispur, Guwahati, -781006, to submit that although his client had preferred an appeal before the government on 7/7/2023, the said fact was not stated in the writ petition, as the counsel was not furnished with the necessary instruction. Full stop. From the submission of Mr. Sharma, it is thus apparent that the petitioner has already availed the appellate remedy. Full stop. It is the admitted position of fact that appeal lies against the order dated 9/6/2023 under section
111, my lord.
111 subsection 3.
111(3) of the Act of 2007, and the appeal has also been filed within the period of limitation, that is 60 days from the date of the impugn order. If that be so, this court is of the opinion that the appeal preferred by the petitioner must be heard and disposed of expeditiously. Full stop. The learned counsel for all the parties have agreed to the said recourse. In view of the above, without commenting on the merits of the claims and counterclaims of the parties as projected at the bar, this writ petition stands disposed of by providing that the appeal referred by the petitioner shall be heard by the appellate authority in the government of Assam and disposed of by a reasoned order within the outer limit of 6 weeks from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. The petitioner to produce a copy of this order along with the copy of memorandum of appeal before the respondent number
1, my lord.
1
My lord. Principal Secretary.
within 3 days from today
My lord.
for doing the needful. the date of AGM of the society shall now be notified only after the appeal preferred by the petitioner is finally heard and disposed of.
AGM/election.
AGM/election of the society shall be notified only after the appeal referred by the petitioner is heard and finally disposed of.
Objection.
Think 7 and 8, not 6.
Acha, so we have 7 and 8. None appears for respondent number 6.
My lord, in fact, he is a departmental officer, but he is implicated by name, so perhaps I cannot represent him. 6, my lord. Objection.
Deeply obliged, Your Lordship.
Item 12.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, in this case, Your Lordship, my GST registration was cancelled. Your Lordship had originated 25/11/2019. And while considering my registration, Your Lordships, an instruction was given to the PW department not to release the payment. So thereafter, Your Lordships, I filed appeal that was rejected and a WPC filed to Your Lordships. And what when thereafter, Your Lordships, on 49th GST Council, an amnesty scheme was launched, wherein all the defaulting party can apply for restoration of GST registrations. Accordingly, I applied, and my GST registration was restored on 24/4/2023. While restoring my GST registration, Your Lordships, no instruction was given to the PW department to repay, to start payments for the work I have already completed, Your Lordship. So that instruction remains, Your Lordships. I approached before the authority, Your Lordship, many times. They have not listened to me. Thereafter, I filed an appeal, Your Lordships. And after that filing of appeal, Your Lord, on 12/5/2023, Your Lordship, page 105, maybe, Your Lordships.
Yes.
Your Lordship, 107 precisely, Your Lordships. Last para, Your Lordships. That in view of above positions, the matter was discussed with the officer concerned, and it is found that he has not passed any scrutiny assessments order. No tax liability is determined yet. Without any demand, due the instruction of issued by the tax officer is found to be illegal. Nothing but harassment to the applicant. In spite of giving him instruction to submit a report in this regard, he did not comply the instruction of the higher authority. It is appear that he is preventing the applicant from depositing the due tax to the government by his actions. He being a tax officer, his actions are totally uncalled for. Thus, it is found that his action as illegal, malified, unjust. As such, concerned officer is instructed to withdraw the instruction issued to the PWD immediately. And on the other hand, the applicant is directed to deposit all his due within 2 months from the date of release of the payment, along with due interest penalty as per provision of Act, Your Lordships. So as per this direction, the appellate authority directed him to withdraw that hold, Your Lordships. And I was directed to pay everything within 2 months after release of the payment, Your Lordships. What when, Your Lordship, this order was passed on 25/5/2023. Within 1 month, Your Lordships, I have not got anything, Your Lordship. Because of this hold, Your Lordship, for so long, Your Lordships, I have the PW department has not released any amount to me. After this withdrawal order, Your Lordship, they withdraw the hold, but I have not got anything from the PW department till date, Your Lordships. But in the meantime, within a month, Your Lordship, without waiting for even 2 months from the date of order, Your Lordship, a notice was issued to me, page 108, Your Lordships. Series of notice, Your Lordships, and asking me to pay the GST and all, Your Lordship. Thereafter, Your Lordship, I had ordered dated 25/7/2023 and 26/7/23, Your Lordships. Order was passed against me, Your Lordship, in pursuant to that notice, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, my humble submission, Your Lordship, the appellate, even the authority concerned, Your Lordship, they is not obeying the order of the appellate authority, Your Lordships. So
Which page is the impugned order?
impugned order, Your Lordships, is page 138, Your Lordships. Annexure 20 to 23, Your Lordship, 24.
Yes, who's appearing? You are for whom?
For taxation department.
Not for PWD.
Lordship, here, party is only taxation, Lordship.
What do you have to say?
Lordship, I have to take instruction.
Your own appellate authority has found the tax
Yes.
officer to be harassing the petitioner.
Lordship, I have to take instruction, Lordship. Why, in spite of the order by the appellate authority, nothing has been done.
We don't heard Mr. N. Jha, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. B. Chaudhary, learned standing counsel, taxation, finance and taxation department, Assam, appearing for the respondents. First up, assailing the order dated 25/7/2023 and 26/7/2023 passed under section 74 of the CGST Act 2017, demanding payment of tax and also by levying penalty upon the petitioner. The instant writ petition has been filed, inter alia contending that despite the earlier order of the appellate authority, no relief as granted to the petitioner was given to him by the tax officials. Notwithstanding the same, a penalty has now been levied upon the petitioner on the ground that he has defaulted in complying with the earlier order of the court. In support of the above contentions, Mr. Jha has invited the attention of this court to the document annexed to the writ petition, which prima facie makes out a strong case in favor of the petitioner. Mr. Chaudhary, learned SC Finance and Taxation Department, submits that some time would be required to obtain instruction and file response in the writ petition. Therefore, the learned department counsel has prayed for 6 weeks. Prayer is granted. Issue notice of motion returnable in 6 weeks. Since Mr. Chaudhary has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of all the respondents, no formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the learned departmental counsel so as to enable him to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Hard on the prayer of interim relief. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that operation of the impugn orders dated so and so and so and so shall remain suspended until further orders.
Much obliged.
Item 13.
May I please, the Lordship? Petitioner before Lordship is a Dimasa woman married to a non-tribal Lordship. She has agreed with the notification whereby it has been ordered that all the non-tribal women who is married to non-tribe will cease to have right over the land within the district of Dimasa. And consequently, an order has been passed to hand over her share of the parental property to her sister, respondent number 6, and to vacate the premises, Lordship. Now, background, Lordship, little background. Petitioner's father executed a will bequeathing 50% share to the petitioner and 50% to the respondent number 6, her residential property. I have annexed the will also. It is at page 28. And a probate case is pending in respect of this, although it was not. Page 28, at page 29.
So what has happened? She has married a
non-tribal.
Non-tribal.
Now, in the probate case, the respondent number 6, her sister, submitted one village court report. I have annexed this because custom says it is also there. Village court report, page, Lordship.
Where is the notification you are referring to?
Impugn notification, page 54. May I please read, Lordship. In order to preserve, protect the land of indigenous tribal people of Dimasa district and to ensure non-alienation of indigenous tribal land to non-tribal, the Dimasa Autonomous Council Haflong is pleased to order that henceforth person, male female belonging to indigenous tribal community. If married to a person, male, female belonging to non-tribal community, all the rights on land as tribal in the district.
Who is appearing?
Lordship, I
How, what is the logic behind this notification?
Lordship, I'll take
Under
instruction.
which entry in the constitution this notification has been issued?
Lordship, I have to take instruction in this way.
Will stay the operation of this notification then. Or Mr. S. D. Purkas, the learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. Peruse the averments made in the read petition. The petitioner is aggrieved by the notification dated 17/6/2022 issued by the Secretary, Revenue, Dima Hasao Autonomous Council, Dima Hasao, Haflong, whereby it was notified that male/female persons belonging to the indigenous tribal community, if married to a person belonging to non-tribal community, all the rights on land as tribal in the district of Dimasa shall cease to operate. First of, the petitioner has apparently married a non-tribal. First of, apprehending that due to the notification dated 17/6/2023, she would lose her ownership and right over the ancestral property.
Lordship, page 56. By this order, in view of this notification, please,
Apprehending Narayan,
page 56. It has been
being
taken.
aggrieved by the subsequent order dated 19/6/2023, by means of which the read petitioner has been denuded of a right over the ancestral property on the ground that she had married a non-tribal. The instant read petition has been filed. Mr. Pukasta submits that the impugned notification dated 17/6/2023 is unconstitutional, and therefore the subsequent notification dated 19/6/2023 is illegal. Mr. C. Goswami,
Sharma, Lordship.
C. Sharma, learned standing counsel, Himasa Autonomous Council, has prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable in 6 weeks since Ms. G. Hazarika, learned standing counsel, Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Dispur, Assam, has appeared and accepted notice for respond number 1, Mr. Sharma for respond numbers
2, 3, 4, and 5.
4 and 5. No formal notice is required to be sent to the respond numbers 1 to 5. However, extra copies of the read petition be furnished to the learned department counsel, requisite in numbers, so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Petitioner takes steps for service of notice upon respond number 6 by registered post with AD within a week from today. Stop hard on the prayer of interim relief. Having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that operation of the impugned order dated 19/6/2023, annexure 10, Roman 10, shall remain suspended until further orders. Consequently, the petitioner will continue to enjoy her rights over the ancestral land measuring 11 kata. 11 kata, 11 lessons.
11 chotaks, Lordship.
11 kata, 11 chotaks covered by PP number 365 of bag number 209 at Haflong Town 1. First up. However, the petitioner shall not alienate the land in any manner until further orders.
Lordship, this is a notice for vacating. It is 25/8/2023.
Will continue to enjoy.
Deeply blessed.
Obliged, Lordship.
Item 14.
Maybe, Lordship.
At a line area, status quo as regards the possession of the petitioner over the land be maintained. However, the answer shall not alienate the recipient.
Maybe good. So, my lord, the respondents, my lord, have initiated, my lord, to construct a road, my lord, over the area, my lord. And in this connection, my lord, first survey in the petitioners, my lord, area, my lord, the alignment was made, my lord, saving and protecting the 400-year-old Laskarpala graveyard and the Rajashwari Durga, my lord, situated on the said plots of land. But at the behest of some vested interest, my lord, now they are trying to change the alignment, my lord. So the previous alignment which was made, my lord, it, my lord, with an aim to protecting the graveyard.
You have to approach the local MLA on that. These are not subject matter of rate.
My lord, we have submitted several representations before the respondents, my lord. So, my
Ask your local MLA to raise the question in the assembly. These are not matters for read court.
my lord, we have submitted some representation.
All right, issue notice so and so, heard so and so for the petition. Notice returnable in 8 weeks, that's all, nothing else. These are not matters to be agitated in the read petition.
But representation.
Nothing, no.
My lord. In IT.
They can change it. The only order I can pass is dismiss,
No.
but I will dismiss it after puja vacations. That will give you some happiness. We have to think about happiness of the learned members of the bar also. Otherwise, our work would have been very different.
Then
what is the matter? This matter you have come to the read court. Alignment of the road should go this way, that way. Read court will decide all these things. These are extraordinary jurisdiction given to the court to uphold the fundamental rights, legal rights of citizens against state action. You expect us to use this power to decide where the alignment of the road should be.
My lord. Then in that case, my lord, notice can be issued.
No, then I will not issue notice. I was supposed to issue notice. Now that you argue unsatisfied how this, satisfy the court how it is maintainable.
My lord, we have submitted several representations before the, my lord, respondents, my lord. At least, my lord,
You don't have any right.
My lord, in an identical case, my lord, our division bench, my lord, has, my lord, directed the same respondents in a similar case, my lord, to dispose of the representations submitted by the petitioner, my lord, and pass a speaking order.
What speaking order? You don't have a right. What will they dispose of? What is the representation they'll dispose of? You tell me the ratio, you tell me the logic behind it. Why should we ask the government officials to decide representations and pass speaking order when the petitioner is unable to make out a case before the read court? This business should stop. I'm sorry to say this. You don't have any right. You cannot decide which way the alignment of the road should be. You are private individuals.
My lord, at one is, my lord, we held a meeting with the respondents, my lord, and they principally agreed, my lord. They, my lord, your lordship can see, my lord, page, my lord, my lord, page 58, my lord. This is the minutes of the meeting, my lord. All the respondents are also present there, and they, my lord, principally agreed, my lord, to consider, my lord, page 58, my lord, and Annex 9, my lord. Almost all the respondents are present, my lord. General Manager, Land Acquisition, NHI DCL, General Manager, NHI DCL.
Who is the government counsel here? What do you have to say?
Regarding Annex 9.
The minutes of the meeting, and between the petitioner side and the respondents.
Yes, Ms. Bora, you wanted to say something?
Not sure whether there is a Supreme Court, honorable Supreme Court judgment is there. So I want to place with the Union of India versus last paragraph of only paragraph 24. So once alignment is made, lordship considering all aspects of it. So regarding feasibility and
So this is exactly what has been stated here. These are not for the read courts to entertain. You don't have anything to say.
My lord, on behalf of only my lord that MLA, my lord, he was instituted the people to.
Then after 10 days, you obtain instruction.
Lord.
We'll close it on that day. Mr. So-and-so and AR Talukdar and Counsel is present on behalf of the petitioner. I peruse the amendments made in the writ petition on the request of Mr. J. Henry Leonard SC Revenue Department. You are appearing as revenue or government?
No, government lordship.
Government Advocate Assam and Ms. D. Bora, Leonard Standing Counsel NHAI. This NHI DCL. This matter is directed to be posted again after 10 days for motion so as to enable them to obtain updated instruction in the matter. Full stop. One extra copy each be furnished to the learned departmental counsel within 2 days from today. I will not entertain, but just let us know what is there. We'll close it on the next date. You just tell us what is happening. We'll close it.
Lordship.
These are not matters the High Court will entertain.
Lordship.
Item 15.
May I please ask? Yes.
This market lordship was initially lordship started by the pure lordship purely on a government land from lordship 1983. Subsequently, lordship 1995, land was allotted in the name of lordship market. Accordingly, lordship the market is running from 1995 on the allotted land.
Yes, who is for the government here? Sorry? All right. Then status quo in the next date. Heard Mr. M. Khan, Leonard Counsel appearing for the writ petitioners. Also heard Mr. J. Henry, Leonard Government Advocate Assam appearing for the respondents.
Appearing for respondents,
Mr. Henry, Leonard Government Advocate appearing for respond numbers.
2, 4, 5, and 6.
2, 4, 5, and 6. The writ petitioners herein claim to be occupants of shops in the new Hatipota daily market under Dhubri Zilla Parishad. Full stop. The aforesaid market, according to the writ petitioners, has been functional since 1983, and in the year 1995, a plot of land measuring 9 bighas was allotted by the SDLSC in favor of the market. First of notwithstanding the same, the circle officer, Chapar Revenue Circle, that is the respond number.
Respond number 5.
5 hearing has threatened to evict the petitioners from the shops under their occupation without any further notice to them. Aggrieved thereby, the instant writ petition has been filed. I have perused the amendments made in the writ petition and have also gone through the documents annexed thereto. Mr. Hendrick seeks 4 weeks time to obtain instruction in the matter. In view of the above, NOM 6 weeks, since Mr. J. Hendrick, Learned Government Advocate Assam has accepted notice for respond numbers 2, 4, 5, and 6. Ms. G. Hazarika, Learned SC Revenue, Department Assam for respond number 1, and Mr. U Sharma, Learned Counsel for respond number 3 and 7. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition be furnished to the Learned Department Counsel within 7 days so as to enable them to obtain instruction. Heard on the prayer of interim relief, having regard to the facts and circumstances of the case, it is hereby provided that status quo as regards the shops occupied by the writ petitioners shall be maintained until further orders. Full stop. This order of the court shall, however, not preclude the respondents from serving prior show cause notice upon the petitioners if so advised. Yes. Yeah, please. My lord, here the land of the traditional lordship has been acquired for construction of road.
May I propose, my lord, this grievance is that land is acquired. When we acquired, that is a government land. But he was trying for making to conversion to Medipatta, but could not be. That is why it was acquired as per government land, assessment was made. That apart, my lord, on 13th 9 your lordship was kind enough to issue notice and similar impugned. I'll go for impugned, my lord. Impugned this at what place? Impugned letter number to go and say 59 lordship may page 59. And exactly next page your lordship will get it 60. And that paragraph 4, that Tanuram Kumar already before your lordship. Your lordship was kind enough to issue notice returnable by 4 weeks of filing affidavit. Exactly his name also reflected in the same impugned letter. Notice may be issued, my lord.
Where is the order? Do you have the order?
My lord, let's see, I don't know the order, but I can say that 13/9/2023, WBC number 5179. Let me see, my lord.
All right, we'll issue notice. What is the WBC number?
That was 5179, my lord, 2023. Order dated 13/9/2023. That is just, maybe tagged with this one. Impugned
Issue notice and tag. Heard Mr. M. Khan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, assailing the order dated 8/7/2023, issued by the General Manager bracket P bracket close NHIDCL, PMU dash Dibrugarh. That is the respond number 3 herein, rejecting the claim for payment of compensation for acquiring the land as made by the writ petitioner. The instant writ petition has been filed. Mr. Khan submits that similar writ petitions preferred by other similarly situated aggrieved parties are pending disposal before this court. Mr. C. Borua, Learned Standing Counsel, NHIDCL, has also fairly submitted that other writ petitions are pending before this court on the same issue. In view of the above NOM 8 weeks since Miss your CGC.
Yes, my lord.
This
Yes,
law
my
firm,
lord. M. Burman.
M. Burman, Learned CGC has appeared in accepted notice for respond number 1. Mr. C. Borua for respond numbers 2 and 3. Ms. G. Hazarika, Learned SC Revenue and Disaster Management Department for respond number 4. Mr. J. Henrik, Learned Additional Senior Government Advocate Assam for respond numbers 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, and 7. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition, requisited numbers, be furnished to the Learned Department Counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit on the request of learned counsel for both the sides, registry to list this case along with WPC number 5179 of 2023, which is stated to be analogous to the present proceeding.
I appear for respondent number 2 also. It's NSA, it's a
Yes,
back wing. I can appear.
Item 70.
May please your lordship. My lord, before I start, my lord, one document I have subsequently uploaded, ITB document. I'm producing, my lord. My lord, here in this case, impugn order at page 61.
Yes.
Page 61. My lord, the intimation of suspension of business dealing. In response to it under so and so line of aerial punch cable, Y junction to dam NHPC Subansiri Lower Hydroelectrical Project, so and so. Mrs. SIPL, this is the petitioner hearing, has submitted bid online as well as offline. Whereas the conduct of your firm in respect of the tender submitted for the above work is under investigation. So these two documents, certificate A and certificate B. On this document, on the basis of this document, this notice was issued. Since both the above certificate appears to be for the same work, so and so, having same dispersed number with different dates and different amount. As such, genuineness, authenticity of above certificate issued so and so got verified by office letter number 5/8/2023. This is important, my lord. In response to so and so, dated so and so has mentioned that letter dated so and so 23/2/23 dated so and so is completely false and fabricated. The above act of Messrs. SIPL, in fact, on tantamounts to fraudulent practice, that is misrepresentation of fact in order to influence procurement process or execution of a contract to be determined of the employer in terms of clause 29A(2) of ITB. So on the basis of this notice has been issued. Now kindly see what tender in the tender process, my lord. What was the effect of the tender?
Just 1 second.
Yes.
Where is this order dated 8/8/2023?
Order dated?
8/8/2023 issued by the ESE Muzaffarpur.
Yes. That page 66. With reference to above such, it is informed you that so and so, regarding the certificate of so and so was never issued from this office. In view of your reference letter, it is mentioned letter number so and so is completely false and fabricated. This is for your information. My lord, this has been done behind my back because the certificate which I have produced, kindly see that certificate, my lord.
So you were not heard before this order was passed?
No. Number two, my lord, another point, the tender which was this tender bid was rejected on the ground page 39, kindly see. There was tender has been rejected, my tender. Kindly see page 39.
What is the stage of the tender now?
No, nothing. No, nobody has found technical bid was rejected of all the bidders. Now there is nothing. Initially, I have challenged.
Right, then we will
but-
issue notice at this stage. What else?
My lord, notice is my
Technical
lord.
bids may be
My lord, let
cancelled.
me explain. My lord.
My lord,
Issue-
my lord, on the basis of this, no coercive action may be taken in future bidding or future.
No,
process.
is there a future bidding now happening?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Tiwari.
My lord, issuing rule is my lord's discretion. I would not make any submission on that. But my lord, I am arguing so far as the stay part is concerned. Now, my lord, in this very case, there is a pre-bid integrity pact. When you make your bid, you are expected of maintaining some conduct, decorum, propriety, and fair play. Now, my lord, apparently in this very case, along with the bid, because prior experience is integral to the qualification of a bidder. So they were required to show similar work they had undertaken. They, along with their bid, submitted 2 certificates from Muzaffarpur showing that they had undertaken similar kind of work. Now, my lord, just like a preliminary inquiry, because we always verify documents. So for the purpose of verification, we wrote to the concerned authority whether concerned authority had issued such certificate. Now, concerned authority, the author of those very certificate, has disowned those very particular documents, saying that documents are fabricated and false. Now, my lord, the person who issues the certificate, he says, I have not issued it. Apparently, so my lord, this is, my lord, it violates the pre-bid integrity pact. So therefore, my lord, just like service matter, my lord, what we do is when our as a result of preliminary inquiry, when we are satisfied, there is a prima facie case, putting their conduct into cloud, we place them under suspension, pending investigation. Now, my lord, proper investigation is going on. All details we will collect.
You
That is
file
for
affidavit.
that is
No
a-
interim order at this
Yes,
stage.
very well. That's it.
Kindly see one page 39. When the tender was rejected, it was rejected on 6/7/2023. On what ground? And the inquiry was done after rejection.
My lord, it
Kindly
was-
see,
let-
kindly see the rejection order, my lord.
Mr. Let them file their affidavit, then we'll consider.
My lord, only no coercive action should be taken on the
What
basis.
coercive action?
6
Because,
months, nothing is going
they
to
are-
happen. 6 months
They are,
investigation will take.
Already
My
banned.
lord, first is, my lord, 6 months investigation period. If we can't complete investigation in 6 months, then maximum 3-month extension. We believe we will complete investigation in 6
Mr.
months.
Tiwari, these are things for you to decide.
Yes,
You file your affidavit within 4 weeks.
yes.
We'll give him liberty to approach this court if a fresh tender is.
Yes, that's fair enough.
Then we'll see.
That's fair. And another
6
thing, my
months,
lord,
8 months is-
another thing. In fact, he has got more liberties. Lordship will see the last paragraph of page 62. The very impugned letter itself. Page 62, last para. So he has a window for him.
Yes.
Page 62, last para. On expiry of the above period of suspension, whether my lord has got it.
Yes, yes.
On expiry of the above period of suspension, you may approach Group Senior Manager Electrical, PC Division, Subansiri Law Project, and request for revocation of the order mentioning inter alia the steps taken by you to avoid a recurrence of misconduct which has led to suspension. So, my lord, window is always for him. Window is open. It is not that, but my lord, we have to be a little bit strict, otherwise things will be difficult. Because along with their bid, they submit documents which are fabricated on the very face of it.
Yes.
That is the reason.
All right.
My lord, in the bid, my lord, I have not suppressed anything. I have done under the Jackson.
Mr. Ghosh,
And their certificate was only.
there are 2 options for the court. With your experience, perhaps you should be aware. Either to reject your interim prayer or keep it open for an appropriate
My
time.
lord, only
Choose option A or B.
in
There's nothing else.
future bid, my lord,
We'll see.
Then he may approach the honorable
When it
court.
happens, you come and approach. We'll
that
give you the-
observation, my lord.
You have heard Mr. S.K. Ghosh, my counsel appearing for the petitioner, assailing the order dated 17/8/2023, issued by the Group Senior Manager, NHPC. That is the respond numbers. Respond number 5 hearing, the instant 5 hearing suspending all business dealings with the petitioner for a period of 6 months or till the investigation as regards the subject matter is completed. The instant writ petition has been filed, inter alia containing that the impugn order has been issued in the back of the petitioner without giving it an opportunity of being heard in the matter. First, Mr. Ghosh submits that the technical bid of the petitioner has been rejected by relying upon the communication dated 8/8/2023 submitted by ESE Muzaffarpur.
No,
Uh,
my lord.
huh?
Technical bid was rejected in 6/7/2023.
Technical bid was rejected.
Then
and
thereafter
thereafter
they started inquiry.
the impugn order has been issued by relying upon the communication dated 08/08/2023 issued by the ESA Muzaffarpur. Full stop. Responding to the above, Mr. P.K. Tiwari, London Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr.
AR Gugoi.
A.R. Gogoi. A.R. Gogoi, appearing for the respondent numbers 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Has argued that the petitioner has submitted forged documents which has nullified the, what is this term? you use?
He is required to display prior experience. So the
Has forged
essential
document,
condition of, essential qualification.
displaying his prior experience, as a result of which the very integrity of the
Yes, integrity, because there is a pre-bid integrity pact.
as a result of which the pre-bid integrity pact has been violated in this case. After completing investigation, the respondents will bring all facts on record by filing appropriate affidavit. Therefore, some time be granted for the said purpose. First up, after hearing the submissions advanced at the bar, this court is of the opinion that the matter would require deeper examination. First up, in view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable in 6 weeks. Since Ms. A. Gayan Lanas CGC has appeared and accepted notice for respondent number 1 and Mr. Gogoi for respondent numbers 2 to 5, service of notice is deemed to be complete on respondent numbers 1 to 5. Extra copies of the writ petition, requisite in numbers be furnished to the learned departmental counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 6 by registered post with AD within a week from today. Heard on the prayer of interim relief. The said prayer will be considered on the returnable date. The petitioner is also given liberty to approach this court seeking appropriate interim relief in the event a fresh tender notice is floated by the respondent number 2 pertaining to the same job.
Much.
Same job, the same work.
May I please the lordship? Lordship, this matter is relating to ex gratia lordship. The petitioner earlier.
Will issue notice, Mr. A. Islam Naik Counsel is present for the petitioner. The prayer in the writ petition is for payment of ex gratia compensation. Mr. J. Hendik Lanit, you are appealing. And government advocate Assam has prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks. Since Ms. G. Hazarika Lanit SC, Revenue and Disaster Management Department Assam has accepted notice for respondent number 1, Mr. P. Nayak Lanit, Standing Counsel Finance Department Assam for respondent number 2.
I am for 3 and 4.
And Mr. Hendik Lanit GR, Additional Senior Government Advocate Assam for respondent numbers 3 and 4. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the learned departmental counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction facilitating disposal of the writ petition at the stage of admission hearing.
Lordship, item number 23 also similar case.
23 similar order.
23. 23.
Item 19.
Keep it with that Ghosh.
May I please your lordship, madam. The petitioner filed this writ petition for reimbursement benefits of her late husband, my lord, was died within his service, my lord. After a long period, the petitioner's husband was died, my lord. Accordingly, the petitioner filed an application, my lord, case 27, 17, 12.
Medical reimbursement, it should let it go to the appropriate bench. You obtain instruction within 2 weeks. Heard, Mr.
M. Islam, my lord.
Islam, learned counsel for the petitioner. Aggrieved by failure on the part of the departmental authorities to reimburse medical expenses on account of treatment undergone by the petitioner's husband, this writ petition has been filed. Mr. D. Upamanu, learned standing counsel, Health Department, Assam, prays for
5 and 6.
2 weeks' time to seek preliminary instruction in response to the statements made in the writ petition. In view of the above, registry to list this case before the appropriate bench again after 2 weeks for motion. 2 extra copies be furnished to Mr. Upamanu.
Lordship, the personnel department will have to obtain instruction, Lordship.
To Mr. D. Upamanu, as well as who is appearing for personal? As well as 1 extra copy each be furnished to Mr. D. Upamanu, as well as Mr. J. Hendrick, learned government, additional senior government advocate Assam, appearing for this state for obtaining necessary instruction. List accordingly. What did you want? Mr. P. Naik, learned SC Finance is present.
May I please your
Is also
lordship?
present.
Lordship, here the petitioners are the, originally they are the ration card holders of one paper shop, that is of Anwar Ali. Thereafter, Lordship, their cards have been transferred to another paper shop, that is of Noor Islam. But the problem is that, Lordship, in the paper shop of Noor Islam, there is non-availability of fingerprint machine, and therefore the petitioners have to face difficulties because they have to collect goods from one paper shop and again they have to go to this another for fingerprints. And here, Lordship, the Noor Islam has himself approached Deputy Commissioner Thubri for to transfer the cards to their original fair price shop, but they are not giving any heed to it, Lordship. Hence this petition.
Yes. What do you have to say? They are unhappy, you know, this person doesn't have fingerprint. Hmm. You want the fair price shop cards to be transferred from Noor Islam shop to
The original
another
Anwar Ali, that is the
Anwar Ali,
original. fair price.
original owner. Where is Anwar Ali? Is there a party here?
No,
Huh? Then how this relief can be granted? He may not be. Who are the petitioners?
Petitioner are the ration card holders, Lordship.
We issue notice.
Lordship, notice please.
Your Miss
RR second.
Miss R.R. Saikal and R.R. Saikal and counsel for the eight petitioners. The 2 petitioners who are ration card holders have approached this court complaining that the fair price shop operated by Muhammad Noor Islam does not have a fingerprint
Machine.
reading machine, thereby posing difficulty to the petitioners in procuring goods, and therefore their cards be shifted to the fair price FPS of the original owner, namely what is it?
Anwar Ali.
Huh?
Anwar Ali.
Anwar Ali. First up. Mr. J. Hendrick, learned government advocate Assam, prays for additional senior government advocate Assam, prays for time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 6 weeks since Mr. Hendrick has appeared and accepted notice
1 to 3, Lord.
for respondent numbers 1 to 3 and Miss
My lord, that Asian is a cooperative society.
and Miss MD Bora learned SC Corporation Department Assam for respondent number 4. Service of notice on respondent numbers 1 to 4 is deemed to be complete. Extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to the learned departmental counsel. Petitioner takes steps for service of notice upon respondent number 5 by registered post with PD within a week from today. All right? Yes. I'll come in.
Japoda Gaon, Dibrugarh. Dibrugarh Daiko has improved
And that was in fact originally an Annexure 3, Lordship, that is the Assam Gazette, wherein my land was not included. At that point of time, in fact, it was not used, my land was not used. But at the time of upgradation, my land was used from 2 ducts.
So we'll have to issue notice at this stage, that's all. We'll issue notice.
Lordship, yes.
What do you want? Final disposal? No, not.
Final
possible.
disposal, so Lordship, in their absence.
Then what is the other way of notice?
Okay, Lordship, it can be disposed of then at the time of admission itself.
Or Mr. L. Talukdar and Counsel is hearing for the petitioner, alleging that the petitioner's land was used by the Water Resources Department for upgradation of a dike without paying compensation to him.
Without paying, rather not acquisition, Lordship. Initially, it was acquisition as per the
The
report.
instant writ petition has been filed seeking a writ of mandamus. Full stop. Mr. Talukdar further submits that although the land of the petitioner was not acquired by following the due process of law, the plot of land has actually been utilized by
Yes,
the
Annexure
authorities,
12 made it clear, Lordship.
which is apparent from Annexure 12.
Lordship, I'm giving you the
Of the
59, Lordship. Last para, Lordship.
Miss
wherein Learned
J.
Deputy Commissioner-
Gogoi, learned
2
standing,
and 5 Lordship. Respondent number.
for which
Water resource.
Standing Council Water Resources Department has prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. NOM 8 weeks since Miss G. Hazarika Lanet, no, Miss M. Burman Lanet, Junior Government Advocate Assam, has appeared for respondent number 1, 3 and 6. Miss J. Gogoi, Lanet SCWR Department for respondent numbers 2,
And
5, 2 and 5. And Ms. G. Hazarika, Lana Standing Council Revenue Department, Assam for respondent number 4. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the learned department council so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit. The stand of the departmental authorities shall positively be brought on record by filing affidavit on or before the returnable date. Stop. Registry list this case again by reflecting the stand of reflecting the name of learned counsel for the respondents in the court list. Let them file affidavit.
Annexure 14 was the letter by which it was actually tried to be
Annexes 12 and 14.
12 and 14.
12.
Main.
Yes.
Deeply obliged. Deeply obliged.
Yes.
Actually, this matter is almost similar of the item number 21. In my case also, the land is acquired by the government without following the due process of law.
All right, we'll issue notice then. Heard Mr. Abzad Mazumdar, learned counsel for the petitioner, alleging that the land of the petitioner was acquired by the authorities without following the due process of law and without paying market value of the land as compensation to the petitioner. The instant writ petition has been filed. Ms. J. Gogoi, learned standing counsel.
5 and 6.
Huh? What, Mr. N. Upadhyay, learned SC Irrigation Department, as well as Ms. J. Gogoi, learned Standing Council Water Resources Department, have prayed for time to obtain instruction in the matter. First up, in view of the above, NOM 8 weeks since Ms. G. Hazarika, learned SC Revenue Department has appeared and accepted notice for respondent number 1, Ms. M. Burman, learned Government Advocate Assam for respondent numbers 2, 3 and 4, Mr. Upadhyay for respondent number 5 and Ms. Gogoi for respondent number 6. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition to furnish to the learned department council, requisite in numbers, so as to enable them to obtain instruction and file affidavit. The stand of the departmental authority will be positively brought on record by filing affidavit on or before the returnable date. Let this matter be listed again by reflecting the name of learned counsel for all the respondents in the cause list.
Might please your lordship. Lordship, where petitioner is claiming benefit under the notification. 15
Express
My-
express
my-
Heard Mr. M.R. Khandekar, learned counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner has approached this court seeking ex gratia compensation, which is payable under notification dated 15/11/2014 issued by the government of Assam. Such prayer of the petitioner is on account of the fact that her husband, late Lakshin, Lakshin Patar, had died in a road accident on 18/1/2017 at National Highway number 37 near Amsoi Gate. Full stop. Ms. J. Borman, learned M. Borman, learned Government Advocate Assam, and Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SC Finance Department Assam, have both prayed for some time to obtain instruction. In view of the above, NOM 6 weeks since Ms. G. Hazarika, learned SC Revenue Department Assam, was accepted notice for respondent number 1. Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SC Finance for respondent number 2. And Ms. M. Burman, learned Government Advocate Assam, for respondent numbers 3 to 6. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the writ petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the learned departmental counsel so as to enable them to obtain instruction facilitating disposal of the writ petition at the stage of admission here.
My lord, in synopsis, there is a mistake of date. I may be allowed.
Don't tinker, we'll see. That will be.
Item 25.
May it please your lordship. My lord, the challenge before your lordship is the detention of my goods, my lord. It was detained by them, my lord, during when the goods were moved from Aurangabad to Imphal, your lordship. On the ground that it is in violation of subsection 3 of section 129 of my lord AGST Act, my lord. Subsection 3 says, my lord, after detaining the goods, your lordship, so-called notice is required to be issued within 7 days. And after issuance of notice, order has to be passed within 7 days, your lordship. In the present case, my lord, so-called notice was issued. Goods were detained on 3rd of August, your lordship. So-called notice was issued on, my lord, 17/8/2023, my lord. And order under section 3 of section 129 was passed on 29/8/2003, your lordship. And while similar question came up before Honorable Madras High Court, your lordship, Madras High Court has set aside, my lord, the detention and directed to release the goods, your lordship. Same question was, my lord, same view was taken by.
Where are the goods now?
My lord, in their custody, your lordship, perishable goods, my lord.
What is it? What is the goods?
My lord, so far as petitioner number 1 is concerned, my lord, it is BD, your lordship, BD. And petitioner 2 is, my lord, transporter, your lordship. And notice was issued to transporter.
BD is perishable goods.
Perishable, my lord, tobacco and all, it will be destroyed, my lord, because it was detained in the month of 3rd of August, your lordship.
So then we'll have to issue notice at this stage.
My lord, it may be, my lord, some security or something, my lord, that may be. We will furnish your lordship.
That part, no, lordship may give me some time to have the inspection on the proposed part, my
My
lord.
lord, I will furnish bank guarantee, my lord, so far as their interest is.
That I can have the inspection, my lord.
Then we'll have it next Monday.
Yes.
Let him obtain
My
instruction. Heard Mr. A. Goel, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner, aggrieved by the order dated 29/8/2023, whereby the detention of the petitioner's
Order in respect of detention of.
order in respect of detention of the petitioner's good as transported from
Aurangabad to Imphal.
Was confirmed. The instant writ petition has been filed, inter alia contending that the order of detention is illegal. Full stop. Mr. Goel further submits that his client is willing to furnish his client, that is the petitioner number 1, is willing to furnish sufficient security, including bank guarantee for release of the goods if permitted by this court. Full stop. Mr. B. Gogoi, learned SC Finance Department, has sought time till 25th of September 2023 to obtain instruction on the prayer made by the petitioner's counsel for release of the goods on furnishing adequate sufficient security. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Mr. Gogoi. Registry to list the matter again on 25/9/2023 for motion as a fixed item. Take it back, we'll see it on the next week. Yes,
Otherwise, my lord, their order is illegal.
that we'll see, but
Order stay vacated 1926.
Lord, before my friend starts on it, I filed an affidavit, my lord. I attempted to file one, my lord. He refused to accept the
No,
copy.
I did not because he has, it was served in by them. I have already come to this honorable court. So
My affidavit is not on record, my lord. Perhaps there is urgency, my lord.
they have urgency. What,
Seems like.
which order is to be vacated? Page number?
22, this thing. It was, they obtained stay till returnable date. Till returnable 25 to present.
It's been listed just once, my lord, 22nd of February.
At page 11.
Who is seeking? All right, we'll have it day after tomorrow along with the affidavit. Do you want to file reply?
I'll have to see first.
All right, I heard Mr. B.K. Bhagwati, learned counsel appearing for the applicant. Also heard Mr. B.D. Deka, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner oblique OP. This IA has been filed with a prayer to vacate the interim order dated 22/2/2023. First of Mr. Deka submits that the objection on behalf of his client could not be filed this morning due to refusal on the part of the applicant's counsel to accept copy of the objection, which allegation has however been strongly refuted by Mr. Bhagwati. Be that as it may, since the applicant's counsel has accepted a copy of the objection during the course of this proceeding, the OP/writ petitioner may file the objection during the course of the day. Registry shall list this matter again as fixed item day after tomorrow, that is 20th of September 2023, by tagging the objection filed by the writ petitioner/OP with the record of this case. Interim order passed earlier to continue till then.
For admission, item 28, 29, and 30.
My lord, so far item 28 is concerned, my lord, in as per the interim order, my lord, the petitioner has already held the, my lord, AGM and election. And we have to, my lord, produce the, my lord, proceeding before this honorable court. That was the condition in the order itself. So we need some time, my lord, to produce the proceeding of AGM and election of the particular society.
I don't rank for the department, my lord.
How much time you need?
My lord, 1 week time.
We'll grant you 2 weeks. There is nothing going. You are appearing.
Well, I'm appearing in item number 29. 29 was a different cause of action, although I was the secretary of the society, the board. And then they issued a show cause notice to me. I challenged it on the ground that on the date when the show cause notice was issued, the board was not functional under section 39 of the Act. Now, on that count, I got an interim protection with a further direction to the state authorities, I mean, the cooperation department.
You are enjoying interim order.
I'm enjoying, but in the meantime, the term of the board has also expired. I challenged that when you issued, you had no jurisdiction. Interregnum period, I was protected, I'm still protected, but now the term is also expired in 22. Now, only remains is that new board would come or is formed, whether my show cause would survive. That is the question.
We'll see when the new board comes. In item 28 and 30, you write, Mr. M.U. Mondal, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner, in both these proceedings has sought 2 weeks further time to produce the proceedings of the AGM of the election of the cooperative society in terms of the earlier order of this court. Since the prayer is not opposed by Ms. T. Buck, learned Standing Counsel, Corporation Department, Assam, appearing for the official respondents, the same stands allowed. Let these matters be listed again after 3 weeks, along with item 29, so as to enable the petitioner's counsel to produce the relevant records.
Petitioner's counsel in 28 and 30. 29, I have nothing to produce.
Yes, along with item 30, and along with item 29.
29.
Yes. 28 and 30 to be listed along with 29. Interim orders passed earlier to continue. In an item 29, you write that Mr. S. Banik, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Ms. T. Buck, learned SC, Cooperation Department, Assam, appearing for the official respondent. You have filed your affidavit?
No.
No, madam. Who prays for further 4 weeks time to obtain instruction in the matter? Prayer allowed. Let this case be listed along with item 28 and 30.
After puja vacation.
Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Item 35 and 36.
This is that matter concerning some of the employees of the principal seat of the Honorable High Court, where they have not been extended the benefits of the ROP rules 2017, as a result of which they have been getting lesser pay. That is the issue in the writ petition. And I have been submitting lordship on the in the previous occasions that the relief which they have been seeking, part of that has been granted, but only with the wrong calculation shown. And that we are not saying of our own, but the High Court on the administrative side has written to the Judicial Department to forward it to the Finance Department that this is how the calculation ought to have been. That is the only issue that remains to be adjudicated, or whether they can bring the instructions, whether they've taken a call with regard to the clarification that has been made.
Where is the clarification?
Kindly take up the IA which we have filed, IA number 313 of 2023. Page 23 of that IA. First of all, the Judicial Department had conveyed to us that the finances regarding, this is a letter dated 13 December 2022 from the Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam Judicial Department to the Joint Register Finance Guwahati High Court. May I just read out short letter? With reference to your letter on the subject cited above, I am directed to inform that the instant proposal was moved to Finance PRU Department for concurrence, and Finance PRU Department concurred to the proposal with the following observation. Finance PRU Department observed that these computer assistants were appointed after 1/4/2016. That is the date of effect of ROP 2017, but before publication of ROP 2017, that is 17/3/2017, in the pre-revised pay scale of payment number so-and-so, so-and-so. Their pay was fixed as per OM number so-and-so dated 28/7/2010 at so-and-so amount. Finance PRU Department agrees to the proposal of Judicial Department to condone the delay towards exercise of option as per Rule 5 of ROP 2017. And the pay of these computer assistants will be fixed on 1st July 2017 at rupees 22,090 plus 750 PSP as shown below. So the basic issue towards condonation of delay as provided in a proviso to Rule 5 of 2017, that has been taken care of. But only this aspect, the calculation which they have shown on the next page, 8,000 plus 243%, that is the increment plus. What they have done is, in case of High Court employees of the principal seat of the High Court, the basic pay has to be calculated with a sum total of the pay in payment plus the PSP plus the grade pay. That is how the basic pay is to be calculated. Here, what the Finance Department has done, and that is in terms of a notification that was issued by the Government of Assam in the year 2016, and that was approved by a judicial order of the Honorable High Court. Now, as it is, what they had done is that they excluded the PSP while taking into account the basic pay of these employees. So this error was pointed out by letter dated 23/12/2022 at next page 25. By Joint Register of Finance, Guwahati High Court to the Joint Secretary, Judicial Department, this board. I'm just reading out a few paragraphs. With reference to your letter under reference, exercise of option is allowed in respect of the computer assistants of this registry who were appointed after 1/4/2016, but before publication of ROP 2017 dated so-and-so, and showing their fixation of pay at pre-revised pay at rupees 8750 and their revised pay on 1/7/2017 as per ROP 2017 at 22,840. So and so. In this regard, it is hereby informed that basic pay of the officers and staff of the registry include principal seat pay, that is basic equals to pay plus grade pay plus PSP, as admissible by government number so and so dated 16/8/2016 and letter number so and so dated 13/6/2017. Accordingly, the computer assistance pre-revised fixation of pay will be 8750, sum total of 5600 plus 2400 plus 750, and after 3% increment with it comes to 9020 on 1/7/2017. As such, the revised fixation of pay on 1/7/2017 as per ROP 2017 will be at 24,160. Next, higher stage 7 of table 1.7. Further, it may be mentioned here that pay in respect of all other officers and staff of this registry were fixed after adding the PSP with the basic. That is basic equal to pay plus grade pay plus PSP, as admissible in the government notification dated 16/8/2016. In view of the above, all exercising of option under Rule 5 of ROP 2017.
So what is the response to this 23/12?
No response. That is what we want. The Judicial Department and the High Court, Judicial Department and the Finance Department. Lordship will ask them what is their response to the response.
Yes, who is appearing? So this is 9th March 2023. Now we are in September. Yes, Mr.
Lordship, if some calculation error is there, that is a different issue, Lordship. But so far as the basic issue is concerned, Lordship, I kindly see my affidavit at.
But that has been accepted.
Yes, that has been condoned, and whatever judicial has recommended, Lordship, that has also been approved, Lordship, at page 118 of my affidavit, Lordship.
So they will allow their writ petitions then.
So if any calculation error is there, Lordship, that is up to the High Court Registry and Judicial Department, Lordship. But so far as finance is concerned.
Do you have any clear instruction on that? What is your stand on the 23/12/2022? Communication dated. The Judicial Department says the matter was taken up by with the Finance PRU. But that is on March 2022.
Lordship, in my affidavit, it is stated Finance PRU Department agrees to the proposal of Judicial Department to condone the delay towards exercising of option as per Rule 5 and so and so. And the pay of this computer assistance will be fixed on 1st of July 2017 at.
No, that is fine, but the problem is with the PSP. According to the joint register here, basic also includes PSP, pay plus.
Yes, PSP is there.
grade
Lordship,
pay
may
plus- Pay plus
kindly,
pay in payment plus grade pay plus PSP.
Yes.
Lordship, may kindly see page 118.
So are you agreeable with that?
No, PSP is there.
No.
PSP is there. It is approved.
Right, then no further instruction.
Only issue, Lordship, but my friend will be able to clarify lordship. If there is any calculation error lordship, that is a different issue, lordship.
Just like
But on principle, it has been accepted.
what we have said, if your lordships kindly turn to this page 24 of the IA, my lord. What the judicial department has done is that 8,000, page 24, my lord. At the top, my lord, 8,000 plus 3% of 8,000, 240 plus PSP. But it should have been 8,750 total plus 3% of 8,750 that we have said in page 27, the finances, and that is the proper, because PSP is included in the pay, principal pay. That we have said page 27, my lord.
So,
Last
Mr.
paragraph.
Nayak, what is your response to this?
This is- calculation is wrong, my lord.
They are saying there is some computational error. We'll dispose it of on next Tuesday, with or without instruction.
Let me obtain instruction that only.
1 week, last chance. Heard Ms. D. Borgohain and Counsel appearing for the applicants, lead petitioners. Also heard Mr. H.K. Das, Standing Counsel, Guwahati High Court. Mr. P. Nayak, Leonard, SC. Finance Department, and Mr. B. A. Talukdar, Leonard, Senior Counsel, appearing for the state of Assam. Full stop. By referring to the communication dated 13/12/2022, issued by the Joint Secretary of the Government of Assam from our Judicial Department, it has been submitted at the bar that the Judicial Department has already agreed to condone the delay towards exercising of option for revision of pay
Yes.
under the ROP 2017 in case of computer assistance appointed under 01/04/2016. Notwithstanding the same, there is some computational error as a result of which the computer assistants have still not got the actual financial benefits of the under the ROP rules. Full stop. Ms. Borgohain has invited the attention of this court to the communication dated 23/12/2022, bracket annexure 3 to the IA, addressed to the Joint Secretary of the Government of Assam Judicial Department, whereby it was clearly pointed out that the pay scale applicable for the computer assistance, that the revised pay scale applicable to the computer assistance would be the basic pay amounting to rupees 8,750 and also 3% increment of rupees 270, thus totaling to 9,020. Full stop. If the said calculation is implemented, the basic salary of the computer assistants would be rupees 24,160 per month, as per 7 of table number 1.7. Mr. Nayak, Leonard, SC Finance submits that although the proposal submitted by the Judicial Department has been accepted in principle by the Finance bracket PRU Department, yet he be granted a week's time to respond to the computational error as highlighted by the communication dated 23/12/2022, issued by the Joint Register bracket Finance bracket close, Guwahati High Court, Guwahati.
First thing, Lordship, this is a letter to the Judicial Department and it will be forwarded by the Judicial Department to Finance Department. So first instruction I will obtain, Lordship, whether this was communicated to the.
I am disposing of the matter next Tuesday. Whatever instruction you want to do, this matter has been listed several times. We are not getting into all these things. Taking note of the request made by Mr. Nayak, these matters are directed to be listed again as fixed items on 26/9/2023, so as to enable the learned SC Finance to obtain updated instruction, facilitating disposal of the writ petitions. Huh? Item, item 38.
36, Lordship.
You are Miss SD Roy.
No, Lordship. K. Barbujari. I'm appearing on behalf of A. Somua, Lordship.
Acha, you write, Ms. K. Barbujari, learned counsel is present for the petitioner in item 36. Let this matter be listed along with so and so again on 26. You want 26 or 28? This is the only choice you have. Between 26 and 28.
Lordship, I would like to have 2 days more, Lordship.
2 days more. Let it happen, let it be on 28.
Lordship.
But these rate petitions will be disposed of.
No, Lordship, so far as first one is concerned, Lordship, it's ready for disposal, Lordship. But in the second one, Lordship, my instruction was of 4th of August 2023, Lordship. There, they have informed that no such proposal has yet been received from
It's a matter of computational error. You have
No,
already.
second one.
We'll see.
In the first one, it has been condoned, Lordship, not in the second one.
We'll see. Why in the second one it cannot be conducted?
Lordship, it was beyond the permissible time period, Lordship.
Okay, we'll consider. Yes, 28.
Much.
Item 27.
Yeah, please, your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I have a brick industry in the district of Lakhimpur, Lordship. So I am challenging the order of the additional district magistrate. That is at page 26, your Lordship. Last page.
Who is appearing for the respondents?
Lordship, I am appearing for respondent 1 only.
Yes, pleadings are complete. It can be taken up for disposal.
Lordship, the other respondents were supposed to file affidavits according to last order.
So there is an interim order here.
Yes, yes.
You are appearing for 1.
Yes.
You are considering to his case. We'll allow it then.
Lordship, PCB was supposed to come up with their reply.
No, what is your stand? You tell us what is, who is respondent number 1?
Lordship, we have not sought instructions yet.
Heard Mr.
PK Mishra.
PK Mishra and counsel appearing for the PK Mishra and counsel for the petitioner. Mr.
I bought
and counsel appearing for the respondent number 1 submits that extra copy has not been.
It has been, sir.
It has been sent.
Yes.
Submits that 3 weeks further time is required to obtain instruction. Similar, the stand of learned government advocate Assam appearing on behalf of respondent numbers 2, 3, and 4. First of none has appeared for the state TCB. That is the respondent number 5. Be that as it may, on the request of learned counsel for the respondents, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Lordship, I am obliged.
Item 38.
May it please your Lordship.
Yes.
My lord, these petitioners are of Gorpara district under the revenue circle, Balijan revenue circle. A similar matter was dealt by your lordships virtually, my lord. Annexure 3, operative part, page 48. In that case, there were some other peoples.
Yes, who is appearing? Mr. Taludar, you are appearing. What is your stand?
They have filed the affidavit, my lord. And they have admitted that yes, their operation survey could not be conducted.
Operation was conducted, lordship. The affidavit, lordship will find that paragraph 5. Paragraph 5 of our affidavit, my lord, at page 56.
Affidavit filed when?
By Assistant Commissioner Gwalpara.
Actually, it is not on record.
It was filed on 31st of March 2023.
Affidavit is not on record.
And that apart, we have received one recent communication from the authority. That it was survey was done and they can now apply for mutation online.
No, my lord. Survey was done long back, my lord. In our case,
Then we'll have the affidavit on record. Affidavit is not on record. Heard Mr. M. S. Rajbhavia, learned counsel for the writ petition, also heard Mr. B. Talukdar, learned senior counsel appearing for the state of Assam. Assistant by Ms. V. Hazarika, learned SC, Revenue Department, who submits that counter affidavit on behalf of the state was filed on 31/3/2023. So however, it appears that the affidavit filed by the official respondents is not available on record. Office to therefore verify and tag the affidavit with the record of this case. Let this matter be listed for admission thereafter. In the meantime, petitioners may file rejoinder if so advised. Let the affidavit be tagged. Yes. Yeah.
Item 39.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, Mr. N.K. Devnath was supposed to appear in this matter. My lord, he is due to some personal difficulty, he is unavailable at right now. My lord, if the matter may be taken in the second half or at the end of the list.
I can't say the list is. What is the matter about?
matter of the petitioner is the beneficiary of PMGI scheme, my lord, but their ID number was wrongly, my lord. They created some other ID number and in
What
the
is
name
your
of other
expectation?
person.
My lord, the brief is with him, my
All
lord.
right, then we'll have it next week. Mr. So learned counsel for the petitioner. On the request of learned standing counsel PNRD Department Assam, this petition is directed to be listed again in the next week as a fixed time.
My lord, they supposed to file an affidavit, my lord, that was not supposed.
Right.
Always.
Item 40.
My lord, in this matter also, Mr. Devnath was supposed to appear.
There was some mention made in the morning.
No, my lord. I'm ready to contact the case.
So he is not there. We'll have it next week along with item 39. Is it connected? 40 and 39?
No, my
No,
lord.
my lord.
No, my lord.
Heard Mr.
A. Rashid.
A. Rashid, learned counsel for the writ petitioner. On the request of learned standing counsel PNRD Department Assam, this matter stands adjourned and shall now be listed again in the next week as a fixed item.
My lord, short date may be given, my lord. It was by order, it was.
Next week is, you want something shorter than that?
Any
Apply
date,
your
my lord.
mind sometimes.
No, my lord, any date.
Next week as a fixed item.
Obligation.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, kindly the matter may be passed over for this.
May it please, your lordship.
Yes.
In this case, lordship, petitioners are a couple, lordship.
Petitioners are?
A couple, lordship, husband and wife, they want to go through IVF treatment, lordship. As there is a bar, lordship, in case of the husband crossed 55 years, lordship. So as per Act, lordship, there is a bar above 55 years, no person can be granted permission for IVF treatment, lordship. So this petition was filed, lordship. Petitioner number 2 is within the purview of the age limit, lordship. But petitioner 2 has already crossed the bar, lordship, 57 years, he is at present. The respondent filed an application, lordship. Affidavit in opposition, lordship. They said that, lordship, some cases are pending before the Supreme Court, lordship. So,
Who has filed affidavit?
lordship, CGS, lordship.
The Ministry of Health has filed affidavit, lordship. The issue is pending before the Honorable Apex Court.
So affidavit is not on record.
Affidavit,
Long back,
When did you file the affidavit?
we have filed on lordship,
4/8, lordship.
4/8, lordship.
24th of July, it was
affidavit
signed.
I will verify, lordship. I will.
And we
It has
have
been
filed,
filed by respondent number 1.
Lordship, this one, 1 and 2, lordship. And
Then,
lordship,
we'll
we
have
have
it-
filed reply. also.
Mr. also file reply. Lordship, I will check it, lordship, I will check.
All right, then let the affidavit and rejoinder.
Lordship,
reply.
only kindly if your lordship gives a short date, lordship, they are
When do you want it?
any date, lordship.
Otherwise, Lordship, the issue is pending before the Honorable Apex Court regarding that particular provision was challenged before the Apex Court, Lordship. And all
We
the
have
High
not
Courts,
challenged that particular provision. We
Whether
have
you want
only
a short
stated-
date or long date,
until and
we
unless,
can't preempt the Supreme Court from
until
deciding.
and unless that
Lordship,
was
that is-
interfered by the Honorable Apex Court, Lordship, that cannot be, Lordship.
So what will you do with a short date?
Lordship.
Lordship, we have
The
annexed
short
one-
date will be only for fixing a longer date,
Lordship,
is it not? The High Court cannot preempt the Supreme Court from deciding the issue.
Lordship.
So in any case, it will be adjourned, whether you want it on a short date or a long date, doesn't make any difference.
As Lordship Calcutta.
All right,
High-
heard Mrs. R. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. K. Gogoi, learned CGC, who submits that counter affidavit filed on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 2 on 4/8/2023 is not on record. Miss D. Bora, learned SC Health and Family Welfare Department, Assam, is present on behalf of the respondent number 3.
Committee report, Lordship.
No, you can't give it like this. You have to place it. On behalf of the so-and-so who submits that she has received a copy of the expert committee report and shall place it on record in the form of an affidavit. It appears that the petitioner has also filed reply to the counter affidavit filed by the respondent numbers 1 and 2, which is also not on record. Be that as it may, Registry to list these cases again after 2 weeks by tagging the affidavits filed by the respective parties with the record of this case. In the meantime, Mr. Gogoi to obtain instruction and appraise this court as to the status of the proceeding pending before the
Lordship.
Supreme Court of India on the same issue.
Lordship. Deeply.
May it please the Lord, sir. My lord, in this matter, my lord, on the last occasion, my lord, the circle officer was directed to remain personally present to explain as to how the possession was handed over to the respondent number 4, my lord.
So who is appearing for this circle officer?
I'm appearing, my lord. The circle officer, he is present, my lord.
Yes, what is his name?
Sri Dibas Borderland. Sri Dibas Borderland.
Well, the present circle officer.
This is a civil dispute, a civil court. How the circle officer is?
Well, the circle officer, present circle officer, he had joined in the month of June 2022. It was during the tenure of his predecessor. Well, he has also brought the record. In the record, in fact, although the notice says that pursuant to the civil municip court's order dated 39/20/2019, there is no such order. And in fact, in the record, the notice is there, but no such order.
This is the circle officer who did it.
Yes,
What
sir.
is his name?
Deepsika Soikia, my lord. She was
That's
Deepsika.
what we want to know. How did the circle officer intervene in this matter, which as a civil dispute and the civil court was in session of the matter?
Malad. The order itself as such, Malad, in the record, there is nothing. Malad. Malad, from the record, Malad, I have seen that between the parties, Malad, there is a dispute. In 2013, there is an order.
These are immaterial.
Lordship.
Not, we are only asking what gave the authority to the circle officer to intervene in this matter.
As such, from the record, there is nothing.
And we'll
Then-
proceed against the person,
There is
you give the name of you file an affidavit. Let the circle officer file an affidavit,
Lordship.
giving the name of the circle officer who has intervened in this matter and the authority of law under which it was done.
Correct.
We'll initiate a proceeding against that person.
Malad.
This kind of circle officers cannot be allowed to go unabated.
In the record, Malad, I have not seen, Malad. Nothing is there, Malad. Because the municipal court order doesn't speak so, and there is nothing on record in support of that. In fact, Malad, in 2013, the petitioner has.
Then why haven't you initiated action against the circle officer?
Matlab,
If the action is totally unauthorized,
Matlab, in fact, this present circle officer has taken up the matter with the DC. Matlab. I have also inquired that DC has been this has been brought to DC's notice. Now, matlab,
no, first of all,
they are taking-
according to you,
Correct.
was it correct on the part of the then circle officer to
No,
hand
no.
over, disposes?
No, matlab, in fact, the record which he is given, which is available, matlab, there is nothing.
So if not, then this is an illegal action intervening with possession of a person over the land. These are punishable under the IPC also.
But Munsif code order is not there, but one thing I must in the record, because it is available in record, the mutation order is already existing in favor of the respondent number 4, and the petitioner has filed an application for cancellation of mutation. There is an order.
No, Mr. Nath, we are not interested. Question is, where does the circle officer get the power to direct possession to be handed over? Under which provision of law? That's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you.
That notice, Malad, I have not seen, Malad. It is not supported by record, Malad, because
the notice dated 31/2021 directing the officer in charge of Boko police station to hand over possession of the land in question from the petitioner to respondent number 4. Where is this? What is the source of power of circle officer? That's what we're asking you. Take down hard, Mr.
Yes,
S.
ma'am.
Das, Learned Counsel appearing for the
Lodging may grant us some time, Malad, so that the affidavit can be filed,
Yeah,
bringing on record what is there in the record.
you affidavit you file and
what action, Malad, they have in the meantime proposed, Malad, because now the circle officer has taken up the matter with the higher authority, Malad. Lodging.
we'll monitor this.
Malad.
We have come across many such instances.
Lodging.
The circle officers seem to be forgetting what is the limit of their power and jurisdiction.
Lodging.
They have become self-styled super officers. Some time has come to restrain that. Every government functionary has a role to play. You can't expect the citizens to rush to the court every time these things are happening. The circle officer has no business to intervene in these matters when the civil court takes over. Also heard Mr.
A.K.
Bharali, Learned Counsel appearing for the respondent number 4. Mr. D. Nath, Learned Government Advocate Assam, has appeared for respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3. In terms of the order dated 4/8/2023, Sri Dibas Bordoloi, the circle officer of
Boko Revenue Circle.
Boko Revenue Circle is present. On 4/8/2023, this court had passed the following orders, quoted. Today, when the matter is called up, the circle officer, Sri Dibas Bordoloi, submits that the action was initiated by his predecessor in office, who is no longer serving in the present post. First up, by Mr. D. Nath, Learned Senior Government Advocate Assam, submits that from the records available with him, it does not indicate as to the basis on which the then circle officer had issued the direction to the officer in charge of Boko police station to hand over possession of the land to the respondent number 4. Full stop. The dispute over the land in question between the petitioner and the respondent number 4 is evidently sub judice before the civil court. Full stop. Under the circumstances, under what authority of law the then circle officer had exercised jurisdiction is still not clear. Full stop. Although Mr. Nath submits that necessary steps for initiating appropriate action against the erring officials are pending consideration before the competent authority, nothing could be disclosed by Mr. Nath as to action, if any, that has been taken in the matter. First up, be that as it may, taking note of the request made by the Learned Senior Government Advocate Assam, seeking 4 weeks' time to file a detailed affidavit addressing the issues flagged by this court, this matter stands adjourned for 6 weeks. The affidavit on behalf of the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3 shall be positively filed within 4 weeks from today by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. The affidavit shall also disclose the name of the concerned circle officer, his or her present place of posting and action, if any, initiated in the matter by the disciplinary authority. Stop. The personal appearance of Sri Divash Bordole stands dispensed with for the time being.
Highly obvious.
Lordship may say for affidavit for 2 and 3, no? Because the one is the revenue department.
2 and 3.
Lordship.
Affidavit on behalf of testimony.
Highly obvious.
Item
Lordship.
43.
Yes.
My lord, here, my lord, the authorities have filed a detailed affidavit. My lord, admittedly, my lord, the petitioners herein are encroaching upon my lord government land. They are obstructing my lord construction of a stadium at Naharkotia. And in fact, my lord, they have
Is there an
been,
interim order?
there is an interim order, my lord, lordship, this needs to be, my lord,
Will vacate it. Who's for the petitioner?
records goes to show, my lord, that they have also sworn affidavits. In my affidavit, I have, my lord, categorically enclosed all the affidavits, individual affidavits. They have, my lord, undertaken, my lord, that they will be, my lord, abiding by all the rules and regulations of the government. They have been, my lord, allotted alternative plots of land. All the 11 affidavits are, my lord, enclosed with the affidavit in opposition, my lord. The SDLA.
So what is that you want? The petitioners are absent.
We have an urgency.
You
my
filed
lord.
your affidavit.
My lord, we have filed an affidavit. That's what, my lord. It starts from running page 61.
None has appeared for the writ petitioners when the matter was called up before this court. Mr. R.C. Borpujari, Leonard SC, Revenue Department, Assam, and Mr. J. Hendek, Leonard Additional Senior Government Advocate, Assam, have both submitted in tandem that the pendency of this writ petition, as well as the operation of the interim order, is posing serious impediment
Yes, my lord.
towards construction of a stadium.
My lord, at Naharkotia.
Stadium
Stadium.
at Naharkotia
Naharkotia.
in the Dibrugarh district.
My lord.
The respondent number 2 has filed a detailed affidavit bringing on record the circumstances under which the action has been initiated by
Yes, my
the
lord, everything is there.
district administration.
See, my lord.
I find that the affidavit was filed on 14/8/2023. However, no reply has been filed by the petitioners till today. Be that as it may, since the petitioners are absent, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks.
My lord, we have an urgency, my
The
lord.
interim order is till today. I'm not extending it.
Lordship may kindly observe, make a categorical observation with all respect, my lord. Otherwise, they are obstructing there, my lord. Kindly see, my lord, we have all the photographs also. And they have constructed houses
Since the
in the
petitioners
newly
have
allotted
failed
land.
furnish any reason for extending the interim order dated 36/2023, which was valid till today, this court is of the view that the interim order need not be extended any further.
I'm sure, my lord.
Item 44.
May it please your lordship. My lord, here is a case. Well, I have been convicted for no fault of mine. Somebody else has committed certain crimes and I have been just punished. My license granted for transportation of food grains to the GPSS level. And my security deposit of 10 lakhs, all have been forfeited without there being any ground for that, my lord. Today is notice was made returnable for consideration of the interim order. Therefore, my lord, they have not come up with any affidavit till today.
Lordship, I have received the instruction, minor than that.
Let them have it, let them file it, but lordship will kindly stay the operation of the impure order. It has a telling effect on my life and livelihood.
Lordship will give me short time.
Prima facie, there is no ground, my lord. I will satisfy your lordship. This order at page 66. The my lord, facts are like this, my lord. And a short gamut, my lord. I have been granted the license to transport the food grains from the FCI godown to the GPSS level society or the wholesale cooperative society.
So what is your instruction, Mr. Talu?
My lord, these food items never reach the fair price shops.
No, it is
It
totally
was-
illegal. Their own document says, those are there. But the president and the secretary and the other office bearers of the society, they exchange it with some rules. It is there and their office. I have nothing to do. I have delivered it there. Admitted, FIR, they're arrested and they're behind the bars.
So what is the interim order you are seeking?
This operation of that order should be stayed so that I can keep on operating. My security magic, that
We'll
lacks
take
everything
it
is
up
there.
a fixed item on Thursday. If you want to file your affidavit within next 2 days, you do it.
Exactly,
Thursday.
my lord, this has telling effect on my life and livelihood.
Thursday,
Nothing. Thursday, yes.
Mr. K. Mohanton and senior counsel, listed by so and so appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr. B.J. Talakdar and senior advocate appearing for the state who submits that instructions have been received and therefore he will be granted time till Wednesday, that is 20th of September 2022 to bring the same on record.
Next.
In view of the urgency expressed by Mr. Mohanto, this writ petition is directed to be listed for admission as a fixed item again on 21st of September 2023. Affidavit on behalf of the department may be filed on or before 20th of September 2023 by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel.
Else, my lord, interim order shall be considered on that day. Lordship may observe,
Yes.
Item 45.
because it was notice on interim order.
The prayer for interim relief will be considered on the next date.
Yes.
Lordship, in this case, Lordship, the respondents are trying to collect forest royalty from the private agencies, Lordship, enlarging the scope of the 2013 rules of mines and minerals, Lordship.
Instruction is awaited, my lord. It's not.
There is an interim order.
Yes, Lordship, that may will continue.
Heard Mr. D. Boral and counsel, Burwal and counsel for the writ petitioner. Also heard Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, who submits that instructions as called for are fully awaited. Mr. S. Boral, learned SC GMC, is it? SC?
GMC and the Department of Housing and Urban Affairs. The phone number
SC GMC and Department of Housing and Urban. What is Housing and Urban Affairs Department?
Is a parent department of GMC.
Is present on behalf of respondent numbers 3 and 4. Whereas Mr.
I'm paid for respondent 1, Forest Department,
Mr. I. Bothakot
on behalf of Council PN.
is present on behalf of the respondent number 1. On the request of learned department counsel, this matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Item 46.
This is also similar, my lord.
Same, similar to the last.
Same subject matter, my lord. Petitioners are different.
So and so, so and so, so and so, then you write list along with so and so. Interim order passed earlier to continue.
For order, item 48.
May I please your lordships? This review application, lordships, some error has been occurred because of on the while passing the in judgment, lordship. Review petition. And nobody represented all the affidavit was.
What is the order?
The orders, your lordship, page 53, your lordship's order.
Who is seeking review?
Lordship, medical.
You
of
file your
trustee-
response.
No, my lord, I have not filed a response.
Do you want to file any response?
That has to be, my lord, because it's barred by limitation, my lord. Because within 30 days, he has not.
All right, heard Mr. F.U. Borville and counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. K. Bhattacharya and counsel appearing for the opposite party stroke lead petitioner who seeks 3 weeks time to file objection opposing the prayer made in the review petition. In view of the above, let this matter be listed again after 4 weeks. In the meantime, objection on behalf of the OP stroke lead petitioner be filed
In
by
the,
serving advance copy upon the petitioner's.
in the meantime, I am praying for staying of the operation of that because here in error occurred lordship because if treated
Okay, let
after
him file.
lordship, treated.
Why you are not present when the matter was heard?
Unfortunately, nobody represented lordships, but affidavit was filed.
Yes.
Obliged.
May I please lordship? Lordship, this I is for file for striking out of respondent number 3, lordship.
Why?
Lordship, at that time, he was acting as a election officer, lordship. Now he was transferred to another post, lordship. That's why.
I have objection, lordship. He is a proper party to this proceeding, lordship.
You file your objection then.
Lordship.
Heard Mr. So-and-so and counsel for the
MH
applicant. Huh?
MH lordship.
MH Sekal and counsel for the applicant. This IA has been filed with a prayer to strike off the name of respondent number 3 from the array of parties in the connected deed petition. Mr. M.K. Hussain, learned counsel appearing for the
Respondent number 1, lordship.
respondent number 1 submits that he has objection to the prayer and therefore be granted 2 weeks time to bring his objection on record. In view of the above, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks so as to enable the respondent number 1 to file objection. List accordingly.
Maybe. I am this file, I am lot. Earlier, lordship passed an order in that some documents should be given to me. And after inquiry, it is found that the document is not correct. So, my lord, my prayer was not to produce your lordship the Zamabandi copy, but that was not produced. Only a single.
Yes, what is your response? Do you have instruction?
No, Lord, I need some time.
How much time?
3 weeks.
No, 2 weeks time.
Lord.
Heard Mr. A. Rashid, learned counsel for the applicant. Peruse the statements made in the IA. Mr. J. Handig, learned additional senior government advocate Assam, appearing for the official respondents, seeks 2 weeks time to obtain instruction. Prayer allowed, let the matter be listed accordingly. Yes.
Item 52.
This and another one, that's one. We'll finish it up.
May I please, your lordship, my lord, there is a simple question involved, my lord, that requisition was submitted by the petitioners, my lord, that was not acted upon, my lord, and the district commissioner has filed affidavit, my lord. Last occasion, it was not on record, my lord. Lordship has ordered for placing on record. Today is fixed for their affidavit already filed, my lord. So in their affidavit, my lord, this is admitting that, my lord, some timeline was not maintained by the officials of Panchayat, my lord. What I want that I want an order for fixing a date for no confusion motion, my lord. It is my right, my lord. That has not been.
Lordship, the brief is with Mr. Devnath. He was supposed to.
We'll take it up tomorrow.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. I.S. Loskal on counsel for the writ petitioner who has expressed urgency in the matter. However, it appears that the learned standing counsel PNRD Department Assam is not present, who is holding the brief is not present. As such, on the request of the learned department counsel, this matter is directed to be listed tomorrow as a fixed item.
Item 53.
May I please, here, my lord, service report upon respondent number 8 and 9 is awaited.
Mr. N. Mondal, learned counsel for the writ petitioner, whereas office note dated 7/9/2023, which goes to show that service report and respondent numbers 8 and 9 are still awaited. Mr. J. Henry, learned government advocate, additional senior government advocate Assam, is present on behalf of the official respondents. Awaiting service report and respondent numbers 8 and 9. This matter be listed again after 4 weeks with appropriate